The pressure is killing us. Like, really, it is. There's so much pressure around the world. I think as individuals, we can all agree we feel really pressured to succeed, pressured to be perfect, pressured to look good, pressured to always be doing, pressured to make so much money, pressured to prove that we're good enough, that we can be successful. There's pressure around every corner. You see it all the time. And I'm so tired of it, aren't you? It's exhausting. Trying to keep up with what everybody else thinks is okay, trying to keep up with the trends, trying to dress like they're telling you to dress and look a certain way and put on makeup and put on the right shoes and put on the right smile and talk a certain way and do certain things and go to work all the time, and all you have to do is work, hustle, go, be productive. I'm so tired of it. It feels like this weight I've been carrying for so long. And the other day I was just talking to my husband about this, and I started crying because I was like, I'm so tired of feeling like just being alive is not good enough. Just me being me is not okay. Just me wanting to drink a cup of tea is not enough. It's like I have to prove and earn my worth here on, or earn my place here on this planet, in this world, in this society. And I can't believe that I've been living with this my whole life. I felt pressured to go to college. I felt pressured to dress a certain way. I felt pressured to act a certain way. I felt pressured to show that I was perfect, that I was so good. I was such a good person. I was such a good girl. I did everything right, or at least I thought I was. And honestly, it felt like it was never enough. There was always someone pointing out that, like, well, you're not doing enough. You're not working out enough. You're not... my family was like, you're not going to church enough. You're not praying enough. There was always something. And it's just like, damn it, man. Is it ever going to be enough for you? Is it ever going to be okay? And I'm learning that at the end of the day, it needs to be okay for you. It needs to be okay for me. I need to give myself permission. It's so easy to give into societal pressures. It's so easy to give into your family's pressures. What you learn from your parents really sticks with you. Or what you learn from the adults around you, it sticks with you. And just because they thought a certain way, that doesn't mean you have to think that certain way. It doesn't mean you have to do life the way they did life. But the crazy part is, it's like, they're the ones that's supposed to teach you how to be a human. They're the ones that are supposed to teach you how to navigate this crazy world. But unfortunately, what they were taught, it's just not working anymore. And honestly, I don't even know if it ever really worked. I've noticed more and more how many people are struggling and how depressed and how just unhappy they are. Through my readings, through my healings, I'm noticing more and more like how shut off people are from themselves. It's like we're all robots and clones of each other, but it's not, how do I explain this? It's like we're copying something we see outside of us. We're copying, what the media tells us or social media tells us to be. They really sold this dream, this idea of like, this is what beautiful looks like. This is what success looks like. This is what it looks like to be confident. And it's all been so fake. It's like so artificial. And the worst things are glamorized. It's like, oh, I have beautiful hair, to the point where people are putting on fake hair. Or, you have to have beautiful, flawless skin in order to be considered pretty or beautiful. And people are going through, putting on pounds of makeup or buying so much skin products or going to get surgeries or anything just so they feel like they're good enough, like they're beautiful enough. And I'm feeling emotional when I'm saying this because it sucks how much we're programmed to not love ourselves as we are. There's always something wrong with us. There's always something that doesn't look good enough. There's always something to nitpick. And I'm just exhausted. And if you're watching this, maybe you're exhausted too. Maybe you're over it. We can't keep doing this. We can't keep going on like this. And again, as I was crying the other day and expressing this to my husband of how much pressure I feel, I was getting the messages of like, yeah, because this is not how it's supposed to be. You're not meant to follow what everybody else is doing. I mean, as a society, as humanity, we're not supposed to all be the same. Not at all. We all have our different gifts and talents and what makes us special. And it's like, I don't know why this is the image is coming through, but it's like a potluck. And if we all bring mac and cheese, that's all we're gonna have is just mac and cheese. It's like, it's cool when people bring different things. Like, okay, she brought mac and cheese, they brought some roasted chicken, and they brought mashed potatoes. Like, then it's cool. It's like, oh, we got a variety of stuff. But right now, it seems like we're all just being the same thing. You know, when I scroll on social media, it's like all the women look the same, all the guys look the same, everybody's following the same trend, everybody's into the same song. It's like, where is our uniqueness? Where is the authenticity? We're losing ourselves, guys. We're losing ourselves. And with this pressure of being someone else comes depression. We're hurting ourselves by always feeling pressure to go, do, be something else, be someone else. And at the end of the day, the only person that can set you free is you. So it's about learning to take that pressure off. Turn off your computer, turn off your cell phone, turn off the TV, unsubscribe from whoever you need to unsubscribe, unfollow, delete social media if that's what you need to do, or at least like fix it up, let's clean it up. Stop being friends with people that make you feel bad about yourself. Like, it's time to clean up our life and remove the pressure. And of course, this is easier said than done. I get it. I'm human at the end of the day too. And it is about learning to sit with that. Like, where does this pressure come from? When did it start? Who taught you that being yourself is not okay? When did you stop trusting yourself? When did you stop trusting your instincts? When did you believe and own the belief that who I am is not okay? And if I am myself, I will, be rejected. When did you start believing that who I am cannot be loved? And I know those are heavy. I get it. But that's the only way you're going to find your way out, is being honest with yourself about these things. Showing yourself love even though you feel like, wow, I don't feel good enough. I feel like I suck. I feel like I can't be successful. Whatever. I'm not smart enough. I'm not gifted enough. I'm not pretty enough. Admitting those things to yourself can be hurtful, but that's the way out, okay? Through the darkness, not running away from the darkness, not like, let me just be positive until things change. Nah, you gotta face that darkness. You gotta look at it in the eyes and say, hey, I see you. And you can't keep having power over me. You can't keep dictating what I do and how I do it. You can't keep letting fear, the fear of anything, whatever it is, fear of being rejected, fear of being alone, fear of ending up with nothing. You can't let that fear continue to be in the driver's seat. That's what a lot of us are doing. We allow fear to just dictate our next steps, what we end up doing with ourselves, how we dress, whatever it is. Because we're too afraid to just be ourselves and to follow our own inner guidance, to follow our own heart. But guys, again, we can't keep doing this. We're killing ourselves. We are. And it's time to change. Allow yourself to change, even if that's scary too, and that's okay. Just admit that. Admit that you're scared to change. Admit that it's scary to be yourself. Just admit that this is where it starts, is admitting these things to yourself, being honest with yourself. Sit with that. Get curious. Why do I feel so pressured? Why can't I just be myself? Why can't I just relax and go with the flow and follow what feels good to me and allow myself to just have fun and dress however I want to dress, even if it's not trendy, and wear my hair however I want to wear my hair, even if, again, it's not trendy, and just go after the things that I want to go after, even if it's not traditional or okay or acceptable by my family. I don't know. What are you so afraid of? If it really is like, I feel rejection or I feel isolation, I just want to say this real quick. Isolation is where you truly find yourself. Until you isolate yourself, you won't know who you really are. It's so easy to get influenced by everybody around us. It's so easy to believe what your parents tell you, what your friends tell you, or what the majority of people tell you. It's so easy to do that. It really is. It is a little bit hard to choose to all right, I'm going on a new path that's not even there, and I'm just gonna get messy and just keep going until I find out who I am. And isolation doesn't mean you're only alone 24/7. It just means give yourself space and time to be alone and to figure out who you are. If you're like, nah, I'm not doing that, it's because you're too scared to face yourself. But if you don't face yourself, you're never gonna know who you are. Anyways, I'll leave that there, friends. Let's remove the pressure and let's allow ourselves to be who we really are. Whew, that one felt intense, but I'm sending you so much love. If you'd like to work with me, book one-on-one sessions. I do intuitive readings, and it just gives you a higher guidance, a new perspective, new insights. I can see who you truly are on a soul level, and I can see what's blocking you from being your true self and what's going to really make you feel happy and fulfilled. So if you need any guidance on any area of your life, come work with me, or we can do a healing as well. There's a link to my shop down below. Please like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. By the way, I'm Christina. I'm an intuitive. I'm just here to offer some guidance, okay? But I'll leave it there. I'll talk to you guys really soon. Take care.